Hi, my name is Sarthik Dhawan, and this is my presentation on innovation and privacy for AP Computer Science Principles. I am in 4B. The first topic we have is how computers affect our privacy in today's day and age. Today, computers make data on every individual significantly more accessible. For example, companies like Facebook and Google collect data on every single minuscule task that occurs on the web, so they can customize your experience. As you guys have probably heard, there have been many scandals for data breaches in Facebook and Google. They collect information on your location, gender, and many other things. So they know everything about you. So you have to stay as safe as possible when you're browsing the internet. For example, there's an innovation called the Global Positioning System. This basically can track your location. This works by using a lot of satellites outside of the Earth that can triangulate your location. Google Maps is a great example of GPS. Google Maps allows you to navigate from one place to another by using the GPS to calculate the distance between both locations and where both locations exactly are. Although Google Maps is a huge concern for privacy because Google knows your location at all the time. Google can literally track you whenever they want. Another concern with privacy is, like I said, Google knows wherever you are at all times, and you can't control this. Although you can stop using Google Maps, but Google Maps is pretty much essential in today's society. Websites know everything. No matter how safe you think you are always being tracked and watched on the internet. Sites use a variety of methods to gain information, such as your IP address. Your IP address reveals your exact information. For example, if someone has your IP address in school, let's say, they know exactly where you are because IP addresses reveal your exact latitude and longitude. A legal issue that's related to computing is copyright. One of the largest issues today is determining whether someone's work is their own or a copy. A system known as copyright is in place to stop this from occurring, but that is simply not possible. There is too much information on the internet to monitor all of it. This allows for a vast amount of unfiltered and unoriginal information to remain on the internet, with little to nothing that can be done. Another privacy concern we have is for credit card services like PayPal. For example, when using a service such as PayPal, you place an immense amount of trust within the service itself. With PayPal, you're giving away all of your financial credentials to a company you often know little about. This raises a large privacy concern, as there have been countless instances where fraud has been committed using services similar to PayPal. So, the best way you can go about this is, if you're planning on using a service such as PayPal, make sure that the system that they store the data in is secure by design. This means that even if hackers were to infiltrate the database, there's no way they could access your information because the design simply prohibits that. How public is public information? In the past, most confidential documents were actually confidential and were not able to be accessed, although the web has expanded exponentially by then, and this supposedly private information is accessible to everyone. This makes it even more important to do the best job you can when staying safe and private when using the internet. Finally, these are my rules for staying safe and private online. All social media accounts should have their status set to private. For example, on Snapchat, you should have your account set to private, and on Instagram, you should also have your account set to private. So not everyone can simply just go look at your profile if they wanted. Also, on all of these social media accounts, you should have your username set so it doesn't have any confidential information about you. This includes your name, your last name, your location, your school. Any information that is possibly unique to you, you should not have in your username. Another thing that I like to use is a VPN. A VPN conceals your IP address, which gives websites inaccurate information on your locations. So if you were to use a VPN with Google Maps, for example, it would give you the wrong spot. I also like to use anti-malware software on the device. So just in case I download a sketchy file or something happens as to which a hacker has a file on my computer, this anti-malware software will remove it from my device and my privacy will not be breached. Also, this is just a good rule to live by, is to never share someone else's personal information. This could happen anyway, just don't do it. You wouldn't want your information to be shared, so simply don't do it. And that is all. Thank you.